So this is basically part 3 of things that should not be added into Skate 4 from previous Skate games. Within the first two videos that I've made so far, more to come, I explained in the first video why easy mode should be removed from Skate 4 and shouldn't even be added to begin with, due to the fact that it ruined the skill based of Skate 3 in my opinion. It just allowed everyone to play on an equal playing field within the online multiplayer aspect of it, and no matter how skillful or how new you were, it almost put everyone on an equal playing field, which just ruined the experience for me of online multiplayer. And I also explained within my second video that they cannot be implementing Skate 3's Hollow into Skate 4, as it just completely ruined the online multiplayer experience. People bunny hopping about and just literally take hours to complete one game. It should have taken 10 minutes, if not less. So this video is basically going to be explaining why trick lining should not even be considered a thing within Skate 4, and they should be putting a stop to it before it's even begun. So before we continue, if you could like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any future Skate 2, 3 and 4 gameplay in the future as well, and topics covered as well. Also, if you're a trick liner, leave a comment down below if you're one of them so I can pin you and publicly shame you to the top comments. But with all that being said, let's get into this. So, what is trick lining or trick liners? This was birthed in Skate 3. It was never seen within Skate 1 and 2 because it is absolutely beyond impossible to do this within those first two games. However, Skate 3, this was now plausible, and someone discovered that you could absolutely rack up an insane amount of points without actually technically playing the game or its kind of unique functions within each location with a points battle. So what you would do if a trick liner, or sorry, what a trick liner would do is, for example, this was the most common sight within the Super Ultra Mega Park and online games on Skate 3, is you wouldn't go down all the big monster ramps and get all your points. You would actually turn around into the car park behind, and what someone would used to do is they would do a manual revert to basically 360 inward heel flip to dark clutch to dark shove out to nose manual to nollie 360 hard flip 360 dark catch to 360 out to manual. So it's a lot of waffling with the tricks and that, but people used to do this non-stop rapidly and just spin about on the spot without actually playing what the game is actually offering to a certain extent, and it used to, in my opinion, unfairly reward players. If you're going to be playing within a certain location for its utility, which is the ramps, the rails, the gaps, the drops, etc. For me, when I used to play online, it absolutely just ruined the experience having to deal with someone who has just been a sad little nobody pretty much, and just spending all of the time not playing the game and learning every single aspect of the game that has to offer, and just spend all their time learning this, what I honestly describe as a cringe-worthy game strategy just to guarantee a win. It wasn't fun to watch, it wasn't fun to go against, and it just it was a horrible experience overall, it really was, which I believe this is one of the aspects that just kind of killed off Skate 3's online multiplayer. And the biggest sight of this you would see is, so if someone had the glitched grip tape and the glitched clothes, you knew what you were in for, you knew exactly what was about to happen, that someone's going to rack up about 50,000 points in Super Ultra Mega Park by not even touching a single ramp, and I'm using all of the utilities at my disposal, like the ramps, and doing what the games expect me to do, and yeah, I'm just getting punished for it because some guy spent 1,000 hours learning how to basically just be a cringe lord pretty much. I really don't hope this gets implemented within Skate 4 again, and I hope they don't allow this by some way, shape or form that doesn't actually stop you from doing tricks back to back. It kind of makes you stutter in a sense. If EA is going to go down the path, which I'm sure they are, that they're going to try and push this to be a new esports competitive scene, like the way CSGO and Rainbow Six Siege and Escape from Tarkov's now starting to go down into that path as well. If they're going to implement that, it's just going to completely ruin the, as they say, the competitive aspect from a professional career point stand. Now, I did mention in my previous video on easy mode, if everyone's playing on easy mode during the esports competitive scene of Skate 4, then it's not really going to show off any skill, because easy mode literally forces you to land tricks. You physically can't mess up a trick really, because it forces rotations and front flips and back flips so you can land perfectly. So again, that's why I said I don't think easy mode should be added, plus it removes the skill gap by just playing online multiplayer as a whole. And I think if they were going to implement trick lining again, it's just going to create that but tenfold, 100-fold even, where any competitive game, no matter if you're on some mega park or some street spot or some local skate park that's just like a realistic one, if people are just going to sit in the flat ground on the spot and just do this cringe-worthy stuff, then what's really the point of the competitive scene as a whole with, you know, Skate 4 really, and that people did not like going up against that. You know, I don't want to be putting hundreds and hundreds of hours. I mean, I understand it's very, trick lining is a very skillful aspect of Skate 3, and it's not something that anyone can just easily do. It's definitely not, but again, if I'm going onto a certain map that has a la mega ramps, I want to use them, and I think other players want to go against that to try and flex off against each other, who's got the better transition skills, who's got the better backflip, who's got the most insane DIY bespoke gap that's kind of a 1 in a million, that risk and reward. If someone's just going to turn around, do 2 miles per hour on the spot and just do trick lining, then really what is the absolute point of it? And me personally, I tried to learn this for half an hour and I realised I just hated myself for even trying this, and I stopped many years ago, and I can't do it, and I don't want to do it, and I don't want to see this at all in the future of Skate. Especially the fact that they're trying to implement kind of like that kind of like GTA crazy custom game aspect into it as well, and they're trying to add parkour into it as well. I think they need to be focusing on that and making sure players aren't allowed to do this. I understand it's a bit of a Marmite topic. Either players love it or hate it. The ones that love it are the ones that do it, I would imagine. And yeah, I just don't want to be going on to Skate 4 multiplayer, obviously with cross-platform coming, and just experiencing the past coming back again with just trick liners just ruining the game by just not playing what the game is meant to be. It's kind of the equivalent of people who just camp in a bush and talk over Warzone, and that's all they do. They don't push, they don't develop the skills, they don't try and perfect any of their actual FPS first person shooter gaming aspect of it. They just sit and just do the same method over and over again because it's cheap and easy, and that's how I feel about trick lining within Skate 3, and if it sadly makes its way into Skate 4. But yeah, I'll wrap the video up there. Sorry if I didn't explain that too well. It's a really hard thing to explain trick lining. You can go onto YouTube and just type in Skate 3 trick lining if you want to see what it actually is for yourself. You won't see footage from me because I can't do it, nor do I want to do it because it looks ugly as hell. But yeah, thank you very much to everyone that tuned into the video, and it's greatly appreciated. Again, if you could like, subscribe, comment down below and hit the bell notification. It helps small content creators like myself, and we're so close to 700 subscribers. Let's get to it for sure together. And definitely more Skate content in terms of shots, full-length content, rant videos, and just general ASMR gameplay from it as well. Also, I do live stream daily over on Twitch at TV High Roller with Skate 2 and 3 and possibly other games as well. Also, I'm uploading daily onto TikTok at High Roller Clips, and also my Twitter is TV High Roller as well, and my Reddit as well, so all links are in the description. I'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much for tuning in, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you for supporting me. I love yous all, and as always, keep on rolling. Also, let me know down below what exact Skate 2, 3 and 4 content you'd like to see from me. See yous!